Yes.
Were you practicing?
Ah, no, no, no. Can you hear me?
I can hear the beat, like,
Ah,
'cause
the beat.
yeah, and I can hear you
Ah,
too.
oh, it's strange because
It's strange.
last time you were not able to hear the beat, right?
Right, right, yeah.
Mm.
But now I can hear it crystal clear.
Okay, hold on.
All right, sure. Well, that's okay. I like the sound. It's calming and
It's coming.
relaxing.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Hey,
true.
it's a Friday.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, I can finally have a voice rest because I think I'm gonna lose my voice if this continues.
Ah, uh, you look fine, I think.
I look fine, don't I
Yeah.
lie? Yeah. But my voice doesn't look okay. I
Mm.
sound like a man, even more. I don't even know why.
No, it's okay. What about fever?
Fever? No, I don't have
No.
fever. Only body
Ah,
pains.
body pain. Ah,
Yeah.
that's okay.
That's why yeah, it's okay, yeah. It's
Mm.
Friday, so yes. Hooray. What about you? Do you have plans?
It's Friday. Nothing special, but
Mm.
every weekend I am planning to have delicious food.
Aha. Right, you told me.
Yeah.
What did you eat last week?
Last week, I ate sushi,
Yeah.
sashimi.
Sashimi. Okay.
hmm
And what are you planning to eat this week?
This week, 족발.
Chokbal?
You don't know?
Uh, no. What is that? Is that meat? Seafood?
Pig foot.
Pig food?
Yes,
Ew. Okay. I don't eat that,
really.
but they
It's
say it's delicious.
really, really
Yeah.
delicious.
Let's see.
As I know, you guys Filipino have a lechon.
Lechon.
Yeah, lechon.
Yes, we
Right?
do. But I don't eat
Lechon
that.
is lechon is a Tagalog or English?
I think it's Tagalog.
Tagalog, okay.
Mhm.
Lechon.
Yeah. But it's so greasy and I don't like the taste.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They say it's like the Filipino food, national
Yes.
Filipino food, but I don't like the taste.
Uh-huh. But when we went to the Boracay, no,
Mhm.
not that Boracay, Bohol Island,
Oh,
I
Bohol.
yeah, I was trying to have the lechon for my
Mhm.
because we were 9 people in the group, and then
Mhm.
actually, especially my dad really
Mhm.
likes to eat those kind of traditional meat.
Mm. Mhm.
But my travel agency told me like that it was
Mm.
kind of the amount of meat is really big for your family. So
Oh
maybe
yeah, yeah. That's a lot.
even though your family is 9 people, but maybe there will be so many
Leftover.
left over. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true because it's one whole pig, and
hmm
then they roasted it for like I don't know how many hours.
hmm
Yeah, but it's roasted pig and it's the
hmm
whole pig, so it's quite
hmm
plenty.
hmm Did you say lost? ROST?
Roast.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Uh,
Forgive me. It's my voice.
no, it's okay. I mean, why didn't you use the grill?
Grill. A grill
Yes.
is different.
Ah,
Yeah,
really?
'cause it's like there's like a grill like this
Mm-hmm.
and coals underneath.
Yes, yes,
Coals underneath. So the meat will be here on this pot.
yes.
But for that one, it's roasting, so it's like there's like some sort of here a pole. Yeah, so it's over here.
Meat cure.
Meat cure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you call it?
That is one of the camping equipment.
Mm. And this
Mm,
one, okay. Sorry,
mm.
I don't know that. I don't go camping. So,
Meat skewer. Skewer,
skewer. Uh-huh, skewer. Okay. Yes,
right?
I use that.
Mm-hmm.
R.
R. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Meat skewer, right?
So they use that. Yeah,
Yeah, meat
skewer.
skewer
Mm-mm.
and
And then they use
roasting.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, roasting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, roast. Roast. Oh, you sound.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so there are two way
Mm-mm.
for us to meet the uh, to eat the meat, right? And
Mm-mm.
roasting and grilling. Am I right?
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Hmm.
And a
Okay,
lot more, yeah. You should have asked for like lechon manok. They do have that too.
I don't know. Lot.
Sorry, it's manok
Rat.
is chicken in English.
Manok.
My apologies.
Lechon, chicken. Okay.
Yeah, lechon chicken.
Mhm.
They cook it the same way. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Okay.
all right. Before our time flies. Okay, so we have here. I guess time really flies so fast. All right.
Yeah.
So slow pace. Okay.
Hmm.
I have here the screenshot of what you did last time. So where were we? Oh, this is another page. Uh, it should be here, page 22. The hare and the tortoise.
Can you hear the beat also?
Yeah, I can. That's okay. I love hearing it.
Okay.
Looked back, tortoise.
You lost the
Um,
screenshot.
yeah, I'm trying to. So yeah, so that you can just practice reading it. Expect. Uh, in, oh yes, right. This phrase. Walking.
3 bit,
Slow pace.
1 bit.
Yep, that's about it.
Uh, the end of the sentence
Uh,
follows the 2 bit, right?
yeah, that's right.
Okay. He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you are walking along at your slow pace?" It's too long, and maybe I am expecting that it would be quite challenging.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's too long, then let's just divide it. Let's start with the first thought group
Okay.
first.
He looked back at the tortoise. He
Mm.
looked back. He looked back at the tortoise. 1, 2, 1, 2. He looked back at the tortoise. He looked back at the tortoise. He looked to 1, 2. Oh my god. 2, 1, 2. I looked back at the tortoise and I looked back at the tortoise and cried out, how do you expect to win this race? how do you expect how do you expect to win this race? How do you expect to win this race? No. How do you 1, 2? How do you expect 1, 2? How do you expect to win this race? How do you expect to win this race? How do you expect to win this race? How do
How
you
do you
expect
expect?
to? How do you
How do
expect?
you expect? Yeah. How do
How
you
do you?
expect?
There's no beat. Expect.
There is.
There is,
That's why,
right?
yeah, you have to like slur this.
Yeah. How do you
How do you
expect?
expect?
How do you
Mm?
expect to win this race? How do you expect to win this race? How do you expect to? How do you expect to win this race? When you're working along in your slow pace. When you're working along
Walking
and you're slow, and you're working along and you're slow, and you're working and you're along and you're slow, along and you're slow, when you're working along and you're slow, when you're working along and you're slow, 2, 1, 2, and you're working along and you're 1, 2, and you're
walking and
working
slow.
along and you're slow pace, 2, 1, 2, when you're working along and you're slow, it's too difficult.
Walk
1, 2.
along.
He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, how do you expect to win this race when you're working along at a slow pace?
It's a bit fast. No, wait. I'm checking something.
Okay.
Walking along. Yeah, it's sort of like an idiom, these two.
Ah, really?
Walk. Yeah, I think so. Walk along.
Walk
Yeah.
along.
Yeah, so it's
You walk together?
yeah, like stroll, like that.
Slow or
Stroll. Stroll.
stroll? Stroll.
Yeah.
Mm.
Taking a stroll like that. When you're walking along, yeah, 'cause when you read it, it's like walking along at your slow. Walking along at your slow, like that. Oh my gosh, that's so hard to do. But if you like walking along at your slow pace.
Walking along at a slow pace. When
Yeah,
you're
I think
walking
it's
along
much better.
When you're walking along at a slow pace. When you're walking along at a slow pace. When you're walking along at a slow pace.
Mm-mm.
He looked up. He looked back. He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you're walking along at a slow pace?" Um,
Much better?
yeah, much better.
Okay.
He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, how do you expect to win this race when you're walking along at a slow pace? Slow
Okay.
pace. Ah,
It's
ah,
offbeat. It's offbeat a little bit, but yeah, keep working on it.
yeah, I need more practice on it.
Yeah, that's okay. We have 5 minutes more.
How about your version?
My version.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, wait. Okay. Oh my gosh. I really cannot wait for this day to be over.
No, actually, it is the lowest degree of today
Mm.
is -4 here in our country.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
I cannot survive that.
you will be dying.
Yeah, I will be dying. I will die.
Yeah, you will die.
Yeah. Okay, so my version, all right.
Mm.
He looked back. Okay, wait. He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you?" Ah, wait. Sorry. Okay, there's
Ah,
one
pause.
pause here.
Pause. Mm.
Yeah, I forgot the pause. Okay. He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race? To win this race when you're walking along at your. Okay, I'm lost. Oh, okay. Wait. It's embarrassing. All right. It's a bit hard, actually.
Mhm.
All right. He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you're walking along at your slow? Oh, I'm kind of lost here.
Slow past.
Yeah. Pace.
Mm. Walking alone.
When you're walking along at your slow pace.
Okay,
That
okay,
should be
okay.
like that.
Okay. He looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you're walking along at your slow pace?" Yeah, quite difficult for those part
For this one,
walking
right?
along. Yeah,
Yeah,
walking
for this
along.
part. Like I'm waiting for a pause, but then I should go. Yeah, when you're walking along at your
Mhm.
slow pace.
When you're
Aha, like
walking
that.
along at your slow pace. When you're
Yes,
walking along at your slow pace.
good.
I looked back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you're walking along at your slow pace?"
Good job.
Yeah, it's much better compared to the first version, right?
Yeah, that's right. This is so
I looked
challenging.
back at the tortoise and cried out, "How do you expect to win this race when you're walking along at a slow pace?" When you're walking along at a slow pace.
Mhm. Good.
Hmm. Maybe I will do the 100 time uh, practice practices.
Practice. Okay, wow, 100 times.
Maybe I will get used to it.
Yes. Okay, but finally we've finished this and we can move on to the third paragraph on Monday.
Okay, it's very slow progress.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay as long as we're learning something.
Okay, okay.
All right. Well, anyway, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend.
You
Bye.
too. A great weekend.
Thank you.